Three new developments have happened over the past 24 hours about ongoing conflict in Ethiopia. Firstly, Tigray's government has written a letter to 52 countries and international organizations. What is this letter about? Why did Tigray's government write this letter? Secondly, an Amhara politician, chairperson of NAMA, National Movement of Amharas, has issued a statement about Wollo zone where Tigray Defense Force is in control of some key areas. We'll talk about this statement. Thirdly, Ethiopian government has issued a statement about humanitarian situation in Tigray, Afar and Amhara. Ethiopian government says that it has taken several measures to improve humanitarian situation in Tigray. We'll talk about that. Firstly, viewers, Tigray's government has written a letter to 52 countries and international organizations. The letter is about firstly what happened in Tigray. The letter says that Eritrean and Ethiopian National Defense Forces committed war crimes in Tigray. Secondly, the letter says that Tigray Defense Force is making military gains in Afar and Amhara regions. Thirdly, through this letter, Tigray's government has sent a message that it is ready to hold talks with Ethiopian government. And lastly, through this letter, Tigray's government is calling upon the 52 countries and entities that they should put pressure upon PM Abiy Ahmed's government to start talks with Tigray's government. An important development, viewers, Tigray's government wants to hold negotiations with Ethiopian government. Now the ball is in the court of Ethiopian government, in the court of Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed. Will Ethiopian government agree to this offer of negotiations or not? Viewers, yesterday, General Bacha Dabele of Ethiopian National Defense Force held a press conference in which he claimed that Ethiopian National Defense Force had inflicted heavy losses on Tigray Defense Force in Gondar and Wollo. He claimed that around 10,000 TDF soldiers had been killed, captured, or wounded. Since then, Ethiopian government supporters have been saying that this offensive, this counter-offensive from Ethiopian National Defense Force and Amhara forces should continue. So now the atmosphere in Ethiopian government camp is not in support of negotiations. Ethiopian government sees itself in opposition, having advantage over Tigray Defense Force. That is why I don't think that Ethiopian government will agree to this offer of talks from Tigray's government, though we are waiting for some official statement from Ethiopian government. Ethiopian government is expected to respond to this letter. We might see a statement from Ethiopian government in coming hours. Let's hope and pray that the Ethiopian government agrees to start talks with Tigray's government. Secondly, viewers, an Amhara politician, chairperson of NAMA, National Movement of Amharas, Belate Mola Gatahun, has issued a statement. He is demanding a counter-offensive from Ethiopian National Defense Force and Amhara forces on Wollo front. He says that this front has been ignored by Amhara forces and Ethiopian National Defense Forces. Now, when Gondar has been freed of TPLF fighters, it's time to strike on Wollo front. He says that people are suffering on Wollo front, and this front now needs an action from Ethiopian National Defense Force and Amhara regional forces. He says that damage has already been done. Now action must be taken sooner than later. Ethiopian government forces and Amhara regional forces, they are fighting in Wollo, especially near Dasi, near Voldia. We have seen them fighting. It's not that they haven't launched any offensive on Wollo front. On Gondar front, Tigray Defense Force was scattered. It could not secure its supply lines. That is why it suffered losses. It's not that Ethiopian National Defense Force, Amhara Force, is not conducting any military operations on Wollo front. Military operations are underway on Wollo front as well. Lastly, the Ethiopian government has issued a statement about humanitarian situation in Tigray, Afar and Amhara. Pressure was building upon Ethiopian government that warehouses of aid agencies in Tigray were empty and no aid was arriving in Tigray. We saw statements from US and UN officials. Now, Ethiopian government says it has sent 500 trucks carrying food and non-food items to Tigray, and out of these 500 trucks, 152 have been dispatched within the last 2 days. And the number of checkpoints along the road has been reduced from 7 to 2. Supplies are being sealed and dispatched to Tigray with law enforcement agencies escorting these supplies. And now Ethiopian government is trying to ensure speedy delivery of aid to Tigray. This is the official position of Ethiopian government. Secondly, Ethiopian government says that a large number of trucks carrying aid supplies which entered Tigray over the past few days, they have not returned so far. According to Ethiopian government, in Afar and Amhara regions, more than 500,000 locals have been displaced after Tigray Defense Force launched attacks in these two regions, and aid agencies are not focusing on Afar and Amhara as much as they are focusing on Tigray. Ethiopian government is calling upon aid agencies to deliver aid to Afar and Amhara as well. We are waiting for some confirmation from aid agencies, because Ethiopian government is now claiming that in the last 2 days, 152 trucks have been dispatched to Tigray. Let's see what aid agencies say about this Ethiopian government's claim. Thank you for watching.